All right, so homework 5 is polynomial multiplication. And so there's a certain way that I really prefer to do these. A lot of people do the distributive property and just do this kind of a thing. That's okay. And if you like doing that, I will not stop you. But instead, I like to do this multiplication using what I call an area model or kind of a box. And so what we've got is I've got a monomial, which is one term over here, or factor being multiplied by two of them over here. So outside I've got 1, and inside I've got 1, 2. So I need a box that is 1 by 2 to do my multiplication the way that I like to do it. So there's my box. I need two boxes. So outside over here I put 5x to the 7th. Up here I put 6x to the power of 2 and 4x. Again, you could just do the distributive property like normal, and that would be fine. But this helps me be a little bit more organized. So 5x to the 7, 6x to the power of 2. 5 times 6 is 30. X to the 7th and x to the power of 2. We add the exponents is x to the 9th. 5x to the 7th times 4x is going to be 20. 5 times 4 makes 20. X to the 7th and one more x makes x to the 8th. And when I do this, it's always going to be the case that I'm going to have a plus sign in the middle. So that's another thing that helps me. And so I will have 30x to the 9th plus 20x to the 8th. And that's going to be it for this one. If you, again, have a method that you prefer to use that works for you and is different, go ahead. Alrighty, now down here, and this is where my method, I really like my method for this because we have some negative signs now. I have a negative 6u to the 4th. Remember, I'm drawing these boxes around because I want to make sure that I keep the sign attached to the number that is behind it. And so I have one term or one factor outside, and I have 1, 2, 3 inside, so I need a box that is 1 by 3 to do this the way that I like to do it. So there we go. So I have a negative 6u to the power of 4, a negative 7u to the power of 2, a 2u, and a negative 5. Now remember I said that when I write this out, I'm always going to have plus signs in between. I might have to clean up some signs a little bit as a result of that, but for me this works really well. So negative 6 times negative 7 is positive 42. U to the 4th and u squared makes 6 total u's, so u to the 6th. Negative 6 and 2 makes negative 12. 4 and 1 more makes 5. Negative 6 and negative 5 makes positive 30. And we keep our u to the 4th. So I'm going to have 42 u to the power of 6, a negative 12u to the power of 5, and a 30u to the power of 4. Now we see that I have a conflict right here. I have a plus and a positive and a plus and a minus, or a positive and a negative, however you want to say it, next to each other. And we need to clean that up. That is going to make a minus sign. So we will have 42u to the power of 6 minus 12u to the power of 5 plus 30u to the power of 4. Again, if you're using a different method to get the result, but you are still getting the same result that I am, I don't care. Use whatever method you like. For me, this box method or area model is a really great tool to help me stay organized. On to the next. Now this time, I have 1, 2 factors over there, and 1, 2 factors over there. So I need a box that is 2 by 2. And so we have y plus 1 over there. And I'll do it this way instead, actually. So we have a y and we have a 1. And remember, it's helpful if we draw boxes around these things. So that's a positive y, that's a positive 1. On the top, a positive y and a negative 6. So on the top, we will have a y and we will have a negative 6. So now I just multiply everything kind of like a multiplication chart. I follow that pattern. And so y times y makes y to the power of 2. Y times negative 6 makes negative 6y. 1 times y makes y. And 1 times negative 6 makes negative 6. Now all I have to do, I have 4 terms, I need 3 plus signs, is take these things out of these boxes and line them up. So I have a y to the power of 2, a negative 6y, a positive y, and a negative 6. Now since it's addition all the way across, it helps me to not get goofed up with my signs and that kind of stuff. So I am going to combine like terms first. So I've got y to the power of 2. I can combine the negative 6y and the positive y, which will make a negative 5y, and then plus a negative 6. And then I need to recognize again, as with the last problem, that I have a conflict here, and I have a conflict here. So a positive and a negative will make a negative. So I get y squared minus 5y minus 6. And again, if you're a person that has a different method, like some people like to do FOIL or monkey face or whatever for a problem like that, feel free. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my area model. So there's that. Okay, so we have, what this exponent is telling us is that we have 2 of these whole things. So what we're going to do is rewrite it with those 2 things next to each other. So 4y plus 5u times 4y plus 5u. So again, I'm going to use my box method or area model. And so 4y, 5u, 4y, 5u. And I just fill in the boxes. And so 4 times 4 makes 16. Y times y makes y squared. 4 times 5 makes 20. And u times y makes u y. 5 times 4 makes 20. And again, u y. 5 times 5 makes 25. And u times u makes u to the power of 2. So now all we have to do, we've got 4 terms. We need 3 plus signs. We'll start with u comes before y in the alphabet, so 25u to the power of 2, 20uy, 20uy, and then last 16y to the power of 2. Now I can go ahead and combine like terms, which are those terms there in the middle. These 2 can be stuck together because they are like terms. So I've got 25u to the power of 2 plus 40uy plus 16y to the power of 2. And so that's going to be it for number 4. I'll pause. If you need to pause me, go ahead. And I think we have only one more to go. Number 5. So I'm going to handle this one exactly the same way that I've handled the other ones, recognizing this time that I have 1, 2, 3 factors over here and 1, 2 over there. So I need a box that is 3 by 2. And so go ahead and grind that thing out. And so as we've done before, when I have negative signs and stuff, it sometimes helps me to box everything in, so I keep the sign attached to the number. And so I will have across the top, oops, don't even know what I'm trying to draw there, 4u to the power of 2, a negative 7u, and a 6. I'll have 2u down the side and a negative 3. So again, as we've done in the past, all I need to do is fill in the boxes. So let's get to it. 2 times 4 makes 8. U times u to the power of 2 makes u to the power of 3. Negative 14, u times u makes u to the power of 2. 2 times 6 makes 12. We retain our u. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12 u to the power of 2. Negative 3 and negative 7 makes positive 21 u. Negative 3 and negative 6 makes negative 18. And so now all we've got to do is take these out of the box and line them up. So we will have 8u to the power of 3. I always put a plus sign, even though I know I'm going to have a negative next to it, negative 14u to the power of 2. Just makes life a little bit easier. I think I need to move this down because I'm going to run out of room. I'll take my other, so I got that one, I'm going to get this one because it's like the negative 14u squared, so plus negative 12u squared, then plus 12u plus 21u plus a negative 18. So first thing I'm going to do is combine like terms. So I see I've got these two that can be combined, and I've got these two that can be combined. So we will go ahead and do that. 8u to the power of 3. Negative 14 and negative 12 makes negative 26. U to the power of 2. 12 and 21 makes 33. U. And then we still have a plus and negative 18. Now to clean up our signs, we see that we have a conflict here and a conflict here. So those are going to become negatives or minus, however you want to view that. 8u to the power of 3 minus 26. U to the power of 2 plus 33. U minus 18. And that's going to be it for this homework assignment. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you have an awesome day.